All right, so I have no idea. So I played at least like the first 3 cases, so I'm familiar with what happens. The 4th and 5th, if there's a 5th one, then I don't know. And then everything about the Greatest Attorney to resolve, I don't know. But something tells me some dark shit is gonna happen here because of the music right now.
I've gone through a let's play of both games, so I know roughly what's going on. I'm going through it all roughly again. I'm gonna shut up.
I've only ever played the original trilogy and the first Apollo game, and even then, that was quite a while ago.
Oh, okay.
I have not kept up with the series much since. I just know that those old Phoenix Wrong videos are really, really fucking funny.
I remember watching the Phoenix Wrong videos, and I also watched like the Phoenix Wright Bullshit Evolved videos. Like those were my jams.
Someone's dead.
Oh no.
Who is it?
It was Ryunosuke. One man, one banana.
Nico, why do you kill someone?
Because I want to.
Because it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
You need some help? Talking to my dog.
Okay.
What's your dog's name? What is he?
Yukon.
Can I skip this because this is taking a while? No, it doesn't seem like it. Alright.
22nd November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court jurisdiction. What the fuck? Anyways.
I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber? It's the highest court in Japan. We need to decide my fate. Okay, I'm gonna do the bailiff in this one just because. What? Oh, no, nothing. Save your glares, murderer! I'm giving him a wimpy voice. Sorry. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now here I am, awaiting my trial to die. That's enough. Oh, Kazuma! Jacko, you be Kazuma, so that way you could do your high voice. I think Jacko's dead, guys.
Jacko!
Jack-o'-lantern?
Jackie boy.
You say that again, my connection stuttered for a moment there.
Hey, I want you to
You're
be
playing
Kazuma.
Kazuma.
You're Kazuma, and I want you to do your higher pitch than normal.
He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer.
And who are you?
I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today.
Lawyer?
Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue.
Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet, you...
And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryunosuke?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Cosma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Well, I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not! You have to believe me, I didn't do it! I could never murder someone.
Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high.
You mean...
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke.
Kazuma Asogi, my best friend. Also in his second year of Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's a blah 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 blah. Hold on, let me just start my history. Impressive considering he's still an undergraduate.
Not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet.
You said exactly the same thing 3 years ago.
Days.
But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all of this started. Congratulations, Kazuma! It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last.
I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around this temple.
I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes.
The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too.
Come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing at the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together.
If only it were that simple.
Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this.
That's gotta be some based food then, holy shit.
See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
For some reason, Cosmo sounds like a 30-year-old, but he's like the same age as me. It was straight after that. That's when it happened.
That's what happens when you get stressed.
Richie, maybe you might want to do this one.
Asugi, may I have a word?
I fucking knew it! Oh god. This is why we need someone who sounds female. Fuck.
Professor, I didn't know you were coming.
Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Asogi. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
To His Excellency's chambers? Why?
He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result.
Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before.
I see. I'll go at once then.
Fuck. I shall accompany you. God damn it.
Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom.
Yes. Thanks, Kazuma. Ellipses.
And now we have to find somebody who sounds like Serenity in Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series.
Real. That's why I put in the chat like, hey, is there any VAs, any like females or female-sounding VAs in here, please and thank you.
Because we know he doesn't want me to do it.
Yeah, no, hell, no. Your voice is way too deep for this shit.
Unless you want me to sound like I smoke 3 packs a day.
Honestly, I could probably do something like this.
God.
I've only been smoking since 1989-ish.
1989. This is awkward.
If I may.
Yes. Sorry, you sound like an asshole.
You may be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. You must be the defendant.
Yes, to my dismay, that's right.
My name is Yujin Mikitoba. I'm a professor in forensic medicine at Yuma University.
Ah, Professor Mikitoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad.
Usogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. As such, I feel you should know.
Know what?
Well, as you've no doubt heard, Usogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if you should fare to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
What?
As I suspected, you are unaware of this. I had a feeling Usogi may have chosen not to tell you.
He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing?
The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas studies. It is very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances.
I don't believe it. Most favorable of circumcisions?
Circumstances.
But I didn't do it.
you.
I swear it.
You're an asshole. Fuck you.
I didn't do it. I'm not a murderer.
Now we'll never unhear that.
Will you stop laughing, you little shit, before I go over there and beat you with this fan? I'm sure that's true, but nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain... Fuck that word.
Peculiarities.
Peculiarities.
Peculiarities about today's trial.
Sorry, what do you mean by pedicures?
You'll soon understand once proceedings go underway.
What does he mean by pedipalps?
But
I will beat you with a pedipal.
what should I do so that way I won't get the fan?
Well, naturally, I'm only going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a I'm not going to suggest doing anything that will lead to a conviction.
Well, thank God. Right, so...
As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do.
To your daughter got it. I do. But...
Oh, honey, I do too.
But what will the question be?
It's-
When am I... I'm not even ready for marriage yet. I know the
Come on, sweetheart. We're gonna
Ori.
settle down and finally live the married life.
Just calm down.
I did not agree to this. I did not agree to arrange marriage. No, Cosmo,
Well, you
help!
did. You may not have, but your father did.
Surely not. How do you know? How do you know about my? How do you know about Ryunosuke's kinky, stupid shit? Fuck. He knows me too well. Do
I
you
can assure
accept
you, I know too much, honey.
Do you accept the accusations brought before you?
Of course not.
Oh, thank God. Defendant! Car is about to begin! Proceed to the courtroom at once! Richie, where are you? Richie!
I think he's trying to hide his daughter.
he is trying to hide his daughter. He finally had second thoughts about this shit.
Oh,
He thought this would be a good idea.
it would seem your... God damn it. Surreptitious decisions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Cosmo Sogi must not be the defense lawyer in this case.
Oh, this is why Ryunosuke decided to defend himself with Sogi being the support. I forgot about that.
Of course, as a defendant, the final decision is yours. But just
What are you
remember,
waiting
if
for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? What the fuck?
Remember, Ryunosuke, if you fuck this up, Sogi won't be able to live his dreams.
Get
Silence, or
moving!
you'll be held in contempt of this
There's
court.
no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. This is it. This trial goes bad. If this trial goes badly, I'm cooked. And Cosmo will get my wife. I'll be found guilty of murder.
Don't,
and die
don't
like a
do that,
virgin.
Ryunosuke. Don't date this script like that.
And so, with absolutely no idea what lay ahead, I embark on the unforgettable trial. Fuck!
I drink to forget, but I always remember.
My one and only chance of proving my innocence and my love for Susato Mikatoba, the trial that would decide my destiny. I can imagine Ryunosuke just sounding like that because he's like hella nervous because this is his first time in court and he's convicted of murder.
Accused, not convicted yet.
He's already convicted. 22nd November, 9 a.m.
Although in
Supreme
Japan,
Court
might
of
as well be the same fucking thing.
No, courtroom number 2. So this is the courtroom. Fuck.
Don't fucking add everyone, you fucking asshole.
What?
Sorry, someone added everyone just to say hi in a server.
Oh no. I can't stand when people do that.
Dang. All right.
Oh. The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power.
I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there.
The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial.
A secret trial?
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials are permitted to attend.
Fuck. What? But why?
It'll become clear in time. But for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. We're about to start.
Oh. Okay, Richie, you are gonna be the judge and that Winston Payne's ancestor.
The court is now here. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
As is the defense.
Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate.
That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Normal procedure is for the defense advocacy to be he decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defense in this trial?
This is it. This must be the question. Who's
Don't
going
fuck
to
it
defend
up.
me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do, I need to answer quickly. What should I do?
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
You do it so fast.
Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I am standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who.
I love his shifty eyes, by the way. What's the meaning of this unruly outburst?
I would like to inform the court that Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
You'll be... What?
What are you playing at, Ryunosuke?
Professor Mikotoa told me everything just now before the trial.
He did what?
I'm not
He's-
sorry, by the way.
Shut the fuck up. He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose.
How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off?
No, that's not it, really. It's just that... I mean, sort of, but, you know... Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you...
Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Well, well. The said case admit defeat already, renouncing his own counsel. Really?
Objection!
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san?
I'm cooked.
Huh?
Oh, yes, exactly. Fuck. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. I'm cooked. In fact, my mind's a complete blank.
I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
I love that pose for him, by the way. Well, farmer, new university student to be brought here to the Supreme Court. You must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, I'm doing okay.
I know.
I'm doing out right then. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicial. Dictator of Japan. Accordingly, the very high standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear? Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency!
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. I see those shifty eyes.
My competence? What does that mean?
You're cooked.
He's questioning your ability to do the job.
Well, he can't be questioning him more than I am.
So, let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Oh, yes.
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. I feel
Well,
like
that's
the
easy
echo
enough. What's
I
up?
feel like the echo in this room is actually really helping the judge.
I've heard his name more times than I could care to remember. How do I check the court record in this thing?
They're about to tell you.
Yeah. But, wait. Ugh, I'm so nervous I can't remember that. What was it again?
Nosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank?
Tutorial.
You know me so well. Fuck.
All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that.
It's simple. You can access the court record with a press of the right bumper. If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there.
I just
There
have
she
to
is.
press. Alright, there's no time to lose. There it is.
This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with the right bumper. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press the B button to go back.
Let's do that.
John H. Wilson. My name is John H. Wilson. I'm 46 years
Okay, I
old.
just called him Watson.
John H. Watson. Father of Mary Jane Watson.
Friend of Sherlock Holmes.
Takatsuchi Ouchi. And then Yuji
Ouchie.
Mikotoba. Takatsuchi Ouchi. Ouchie! Ouchie!
Ouchie!
So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you'd better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press Y to present. Try it now.
It's you. Find the victim. It's this guy. No, not this guy. No, this
I'm
guy.
not the
He's about
victim,
to
I'm the
be.
prosecutor.
Shut the fuck up.
Fashion
Yes!
victim's about to become a murder victim.
The victim's name was Dr. John H. Watson.
Huh. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yume University 3 years ago.
Indeed. Which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. Don't look at me weird! No, I've been waiting for you. So for context, real quick, if I can say, like,
Ladies and gentlemen, it appears our
I thought that
judge
was that
needs
wa-
to
I
step
put some
away.
water over
to
there. He licked it,
eat
so I
dinner.
thought. Yeah, it's just water, Mom.
Meme.
Anyway, sorry. Well, I was gonna say the reason for context of what I was doing. My mom opened the door and was looking at me like I was crazy.
Ain't that real?
And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations.
There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
Let's give me 1 second.
1.
1.
Ah, there we go. This is so much more natural.
All right, let's look at the evidence. I got my collar pin. I got my post-mortem report. Death occurred around 2 p.m. and it was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Okay, so I gotta find out who's not saying the actual shit.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilled on our soil. You two are both undergraduates of the Imperial Human University, are you not?
Damn, dude.
Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your execution. Have you no honor?
You have no family, do you, Ouchie?
Hey, I get laid at some point.
Bull fucking shit. Actually, no, we can't say bullshit because there's Ouchie and then there's Winston Payne, so he does get someone in the end, unfortunately.
He conned her into it.
Cut her into it. It's the Payne way to con the women.
I'm sorry.
I gotta hand it to you, Winston. You always knew how to charm the women.
Exactly. It was my majestic voice.
But I didn't do it. I really didn't do it.
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. That sounds so much better now.
In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
So that's why this trial has been unusual peculiarities, is it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman.
I mean, yeah, he is an Englishman. Ooh, okay, that means something. Yes, Dr. Watson was an Englishman. Well, I gotta do the pose. The nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Me? I was there at the scene of the crime!
Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going.
You're going out on a date. Alright, we'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. I heard they have bacon.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this.
True.
I mean, I go at least.
See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner.
I go take the Roadhouse.
Good luck, man.
Roadhouse.
Yeah, take the Roadhouse.
The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he was visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. So I went over to the professor's table. I'll do the old man voice if he does speak, and introduce myself to Dr. Wilson, Director Wilson, Watson, whatever. Never mind, he doesn't have a voice.
No, then. Let me
pose my next question to you, Defendant Nalhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency!
How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Watson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death.
Yeah, the shit was like, well, loss of, was caused by a loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. Alright. The cause of death. Well, obviously, that was,
Ryunosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
by evidence, but how?
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now.
Oh, shit. Not that one. Yes! Take that! Well, according to this document, the victim suffered death due to gunshot trauma.
Not to read you, imbecile. That's
talking.
post-mortem report, I take it.
Sorry. Yes, that's right. Mortem report. I didn't know Ouchie can read.
In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy.
Damn, that's. I mean, I guess, yeah.
But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later.
This is a so-called photographic print at the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powdered explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot in the chest and at close range. Thank you, Counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into record.
Photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record. So that's a photograph print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible.
Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Bum 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 bum.
Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better appraise the court with the facts of this case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witnesses, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
This is it then.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba? Is it director or doctor?
Yes. Clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me.
By the
But that doesn't mean...
But to answer your question, Nico, usually in order to be a professor of stuff like medicine, you have to also be a doctor. So
Okay.
he's both.
Okay, doctor it is.
Well, I can still act as your assistant.
Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Shogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
Is that your impersonation of my voice?
He
Yes.
must not be the defense lawyer in this trial, oh God.
Oh gosh, do we sound that bad?
Nah.
Nah, we're just riffing, bro.
Oh, I know. I'm fucking with you guys back.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
Too much, but any help you could give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Kiryu?
Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stairs first.
Fair enough point.
Oh, I need Sean for this. Fuck.
Oh no, Sean would be perfect.
He would.
State your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course. My name is Sotaro Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at the Western-style restaurant called Le Carnival. God damn.
La Carnival.
La... Oh, I'm dying. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some,
Blood.
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me.
The man's got tuberculosis.
Well, it really should.
He just has a weak immune system. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed by foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels and to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants. An
Occidental.
Occidental eatery. 3 days ago. I cannot believe I don't understand restaurants. Understood. Hosonaga-san. You will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
At once, sir.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. I won't punch him already.
Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring, you douche. It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at the time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there was only 3 tables still occupied. Now, that fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. Fuck. It was when I was in the kitchen putting away cockery and poultry. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. He couldn't finish his steak. And standing immediately beside him, a gun in hand, was the accused university student. He did it! Yes! No! Hold the fuck on! Just let me clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him! You see why I cast you?
But I usually go low, but I love doing like the high voices too. Believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to hear the witness testimony of what he saw, you amateur. I hope I'm not peeking.
Nah, you good, dude.
The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized. Defendant Naruhodo. With my gavel to your head.
Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we just quietly listen to the witness.
If I make a firm 1 point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with the gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
Yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around the table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait, what did he just say? Yeah, so like he said, There was no one else at the table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. There was no one else around that table.
Ryunosuke, what's the matter?
That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Watson to say hello, there was a woman sitting up opposite him at his table.
Really?
And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Interject, motherfucker. Yes! Yes! Just a moment, please. Dr. Watson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table. The way he said it.
Dear me. What are we going to do with you? I shall smack you with my fan. With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
No fucking shit! But I'm sure of what I saw.
Also, Naga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy.
No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it!
Fuck! Shit!
I actually had a rough plan of the restaurant as was that day. Please, have a look if you'd like to. What the fuck?
Let me see. Oh, a sketch of the establishment's layout. Drawn by yourself, I presume.
That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone.
Well, you're clearly a very dedicated waiter.
Conscientious.
Conscientious waiter.
Thank you, sir.
The court would take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Oh, well...
Is there a problem? And the plan to the court officer at once.
Of course. Here you are.
What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Like he's literally dying.
It's fine, it's his allergies.
Oh, I gotta hydrate. Hold on.
Could this be that deadly tuberculosis I've heard so much about?
That shit was
I think so. Yeah. The waiter's business card has been entering the court record, and he's just coughing. Let him cough.
He's gonna hack out some lung tissue.
He is gonna die.
Sure. So, the court has now heard a process of the case. Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the
Objection!
victim.
Oh, hold on a sec.
Boy.
Boy.
To the victim was the defendant on trial today.
Boy.
Boy.
Yes,
Boy.
sir, ma'am, boss. I mean,
Boy.
poopa.
Yes, sir. I mean, boss. I mean, poobah.
Go! Hold on.
I said the line.
That's yeah. Hold on. I gotta tell Tenor, hey, I got someone who's trying to like, mod, Distance, please. Just gotta make sure you take care of this fucking douchebag. Sort of record.
It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here.
Ryunosuke, we can't enter douchebag into the court record. As much as I really want to.
Yes. That's not how procedures are supposed to be. Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency. Thank you.
If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look merciful upon you.
I honestly, in a real situation, I find that shit hard to believe.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. Oh,
You're
shit.
still speaking.
I caught this race. I caught this. Oh my god, I almost said racist.
Did I hear you right?
Yeah, I almost called it.
He
that.
called this raisin as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of this case to the court.
I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense. If you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence that from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime.
Ow, now!
How's that for a naughty?
Oh, shit.
What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
Panic?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to be found guilty on one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Boy, stop being such a pussy.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps telling me to stop being a pussy about these pretty little pedicures.
I hate that word so much.
Has anyone
hate
seen
you
that
too.
series? Pretty Cure? You said it. Professor Mikitoba said it. And so has the judge in the prostitution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it?
What a good friend you are. What?
If
Yeah,
the
just
accused is in fact innocent, then the defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary.
I'm just thinking of like the Amazing Days of Circus. I don't deserve a friend like you. Too bad you got one.
Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is.
Perfect time with your mic,
Indeed.
man.
Prosecution Ouchie, please continue with the proceedings. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when you want me to be. That's what my wife likes.
You
you have a
don't
wife?
have a wife, prosecutor.
It's not a wife. It's a woman you conned.
It's still my wife legally.
How has the court not had you yet?
Because I am... Ouchie!
This guy makes me cringe.
A few short moments from now.
You guys are giving me good clip material.
That drumstick young mouth of yours will be silenced. Forever.
Hey, don't talk bad about ice cream drumsticks, even though it hasn't existed yet, motherfucker.
Forever.
I was talking about the Sandlot to my friend earlier today too.
Yes, my man knows the fucking Sandlot.
Fuck yes. You know they're the reason. They're the reason. You know they're the that movie's the reason why I wanted to make a s'more to begin with. I made one, and goddamn, it made me learn how to actually toast those marshmallows pretty well.
I knew you were a man of culture.
Good.
I knew it.
Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once. All right, don't blame me.
Oh, okay.
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
Okay, this is you, Jack.
Yes, sir. The great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Ives Hanosa reporting for duty, sir.
Myself, I find employ as a pervert of fine articles of antiquity from the empresses of our nation Nippon, and conduct my trade for Rasite, a humble premises in the secret district Kuryokuta at your service. I only have one glass and a nice-looking hat. Goes well with my head, too.
He also has an extremely tall skull.
He does.
An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
Just means the prosecution doesn't get to choose.
Both these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon. And, not frequently, converse with interested parties regarding the curious with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is saying. When I was like saying these lines, I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck he's going on about, to be honest.
That's because you didn't pay attention in English class, you fool!
No, you're right. I was a lazy fucking high school.
He's an antique dealer. And it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele.
Right. I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative! The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black-uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir.
Am I tripping, or did I just hear a baby? I'm probably tripping. I know that's you, Richie. Shut up. This man's as impossible to understand as the other. Ugh. Should have paid attention to English class. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during. I did! I did hear it.
You heard something.
So this is the decisive evidence that the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred.
Sir, yes, sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir.
Unsavory memories of the most
Acerbic.
acerbic afternoon. Thank you, Sonny. Witness testimony.
It's gonna be Jack's turn to play an old man soon.
What the witness saw. At some point, I'll see if I can do that.
I was ingesting a regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military government.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. A black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
I was on my hands and knees investigating to whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. Curio?
Don't say that. You're not British.
You, Sergeant, no, sir, actually witnessed the final moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable
Jesus
enemy.
Frick. The old man has a knife. Fuck.
I should cut someone with it.
If you don't shut your mouth, I'm going to start stabbing people.
Did I hear that right?
What?
I thought I.
Oh, you didn't hear anything, Sonny.
Yeah, you didn't hear anything.
Okay. Meep. What times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day. Thankfully, I did not have to stain my knife for self-defense. But this is fucked up! I didn't shoot anyone!
Naruhodo, watch your language in this court.
Yeah.
Is that really true, Ryunosuke?
Yes! All I did was pick up the gun when I saw that I saw lying on the floor. I shouldn't have done that. After I said hello to Dr. Watson, I went back to my table and sat drinking more alcohol and ate more of that steak. It was dried as hell. Then, when I finished, surprisingly, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up,
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
there is.
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Cross-examine?
Do it now.
As we have heard, Your Excellency, There's no room to doubt that the testimony of these witnesses, the defendant is clearly guilty.
Bitch, please.
I love how you're getting so fucking mad at Ouchie. I'm voicing it.
It's a piece of shit, including his descendants.
It is time to bring this despicable student to justice. Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. Motherfucker. What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst?
I mean, the defense demands his right to cross-examination! Shan!
Give me 1 second.
One.
One.
I'll fucking smack both of you.
Not if I smack you first, numbnuts.
Ah, fuck. Okay. There you go. Dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. Pathetic.
Wow, he is grasping at straws to keep his job.
He's grasping. I think he's grasping at something else.
Huh? How did he know?
The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can you possibly carry out a cross-examination?
I looked into my descendants' future.
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
Real. Cosmo is so commanding.
Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. And while you do that, I am going to go eat.
All right, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke.
Seriously, I'll be right back. I'm going to go eat dinner, and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
Take your time.
But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
How?
You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said has to be a lie.
Well, yes, but
It's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence.
right. Evidence.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you.
All right then. It's all or nothing.
He gets that impotent smacking sound. Hilarious.
Yeah, we're gonna hear that a lot. What the witness saw. Okay.
I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
And myself, I was extorting the virtues of a particularly fine golden curry out to the military government.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes.
So, you're saying that you actually saw me at the time?
Affirmative! I saw you! Laughing, cackling, like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilian.
What if bro doesn't even know how to wield a gun?
Wouldn't that be some shit?
But that's impossible. I only...
Allow me to confirm just one point, please. What's that, Private? Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table.
And so what if it was?
Well, if that really is the case, it would mean that you didn't in fact see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun.
Ah! And double ah!
I like how he specifically is like, "Ugh, ugh again, ugh."
And to you I say triple ah! My sixth sense.
Awareness. Sorry?
My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating from your foul mind. Which means, a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet.
Surely that's not really possible, is it?
You think I'd have got where I am in the army today if I couldn't sense danger in the air, son?
Well, it would seem this soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed.
This is not good. Nope. Prime presser. Hey, got an achievement.
The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
This is where it's wrong, but I'm gonna go save just in case. Got a lot of save points here. Damn. Yeah, from the back. Nah. Fuck that shit. Because shows the victim he was shot from the front. Trying to. Okay. Yes! Objection!
What? What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this insubordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache?
Did he actually? Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes! There's a clear inconsistency there. What nonsense! What could this print possibly tell us that we don't already know? What the fuck is wrong with you? Did you hear what he also said? Shot from the back, you idiot!
Nobody ever said prosecutors were smart, Ryunosuke.
Damn. No wonder why they always suck at this job whenever we're at court. Well, obviously that, I don't know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. I think that proves beyond my...
This proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency.
Oh, damn. You were just there the entire time.
I just came back, actually.
Haha.
That there is no place for an amateur student here in the grand courtroom. Fried chicken was delicious, by the way.
What'd you get?
My mom made it.
Wait, no. What was it again?
Fried chicken.
Ooh.
I think this will prove once and for all that there's no place for fried chicken in my courtroom.
I got some water, too.
Not soda? Damn.
No, water's better for your throat.
You should have drank soda for this session.
Why?
I don't drink water, I only like pop.
That's why you got that crispy voice.
Yes.
I'm humming a song.
Ugh. Double ugh! Triple ugh! Quadruple ugh! Ugh! This is so frustrating! Damn it! Oh.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain.
It was definitely plain.
To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Sorry, I'm just jamming into this song, by the way.
Yeah, you're fine. How much did I miss, by the way?
A lot.
Oh, shit. Really? That quickly?
Yeah.
Hey, you missed me playing the soldier man.
Who-
The judge dropped his pants, by the way.
Yeah, he mooned the whole court. In fact, you were gone so long that the prosecutor got tired of waiting and they had to get a new judge. There was a whole mistrial and everything.
Yeah, the new judge need to be careful of that gavel the previous judge was using earlier.
Oh, dear God.
There's stains of you-know-what.
Yeah,
Cosmo,
left
wait.
streaks all over the place.
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement.
What? No, there isn't. Shut up. Shut up. Let me win one.
Sergeant Iesa Nosa. Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Objection! But no, that just can't be.
And why not, cadet?
Because...
Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
Oh,
Well,
why would you bring a baby in court? I knew I wasn't hearing anything. I was like, did I just hear a baby? And you guys are like, no.
Have any idea how expensive childcare is?
do you have any idea how expensive childcare is?
What the fuck? What was
It's
that?
probably pretty expensive.
Something just pooped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Fucking baby abuse.
Naruhodo, I will remind you again. Language.
I'm speaking in my mind. Leave me alone.
You're whispering. Cannot
I will
be
remind the defendant not to shit his pants in this courtroom.
Certainly. There is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa?
Sergeant knows.
Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir.
I love how happy the kid is. What?
His first fucking trial.
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt.
Wait, hold on. Are any of you guys familiar with all the games of Ace Attorney?
I am.
I've only gone through the first 4.
Have you? What if the baby was the old man from the Haunted Clinic?
No, I got a better idea. What if that baby is like the modern day judge?
Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. No wonder why he picks on right every time.
That's a scary thought.
No wonder he never looked different. The only time we probably thought is when the Canadian judge showed up.
Well, 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 look who matriculated up to grade 9. Someone wants to get into university. You're gonna be sorry when I put you in the hospital for free, eh?
Damn it.
This witness, Sergeant Iesa Nosa,
Okay, in the hospital is free. It's
did
getting
not
out
see
of
the defendant firing a gun at all.
That's absurd.
Yeah, I know your chicken is raw, isn't it?
No, my chicken was fucking delicious. Don't you dare insult my mother's cooking.
It's fucking raw.
I'll go over there and bitch slap both of you.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. This chicken is raw.
Motherfucker. Okay, I'm putting my rings on. Okay, just for you, Jack.
That's a
Oh, you
clip.
spoil me.
That is a clip. I'm clipping that
You-
shit. The chicken is raw. Cosmos
there is
accuses.
so
You good,
there's so
dude?
many clippable moments.
Yep. This chicken
There is
is
only
raw.
one conclusion we can draw here. Those Jordans are fake.
My Jordans aren't fake!
Inconsistency sear. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial. Just from the fact that the chicken is raw and the Jordans are fake.
Damn it. I hate both of you.
So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. Hey, you said it.
Yes, he said the thing. But I definitely saw him! That university cadet there! He was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
No,
And now my baby has a dirty diaper.
but I never fired a gun, and that's a separate issue. All I did was pick it off the floor, like a dirty little shit.
But you let the dog poop lying on the grass.
That's not even my dog.
Order in this court. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either.
Just minding the beauty and everything. Myself, I was quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the... Oh. Too busy
He
on
was
the floor.
far too busy looking for dog turds.
He was trying to find the golden... the golden egg. Sorry,
He
what were
was
you doing?
trying to find Roger's golden poop.
Hunting for poo!
Feces?
Indeed! The Hoy era poo! My prized poo!
The Koban.
On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place in on my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop. Ew! In the hope of meeting a richer diner who might like to buy it from you. Ain't that a strange occupation, trying to sell people poo? Your poo specifically.
I love how we go immediately.
There's
to
an
like,
entire industry dedicated to the purchase, process, and selling of bat feces.
On the day under scrutiny, it was the military man that I proffered my Hawaii treasure. Believed that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not, but I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes from the briefest of moments, It was there no more. It simply vanished my poo.
The carbon vanished?
Hunting around under the table I was in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened.
You heard the gun shit, you mean?
Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded treasure. Nothing could distract me. Nothing could distract my poo.
Out of interest, did you find the turd in the end?
No.
I see.
That lemon table day, the precious Hoe Koban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed this prize coin for himself. He stole the poo!
As I'm sure everyone present is aware. This case demands a swift and decisive resolution.
Which he will never have.
Our government has promised to send a full report to the Great Britain and by telegraph this very afternoon. So don't fuck.
Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. We don't know who took a duke in the urinal. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this feces right now.
God fucking damn it. What's your position, prosecutor Ouchie? Why not, Your Excellency? The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but you will find a wolf at the back.
The defendant may have found tiger poop at the front gate, but he will find wolf poop in the back.
What's your obsession with? Okay, I'm officially going to say enough talking about shit. My witnesses have further testimony to make.
It seems the prosecutor is unaware of one of the golden rules of comedy. Poop is funny.
Explain this rule to me. Upon hearing their next statement, it will become abundantly clear.
But poop is not funny!
Cosmo, I don't think he has a sense of humor.
Person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The despicable defendant, Renoski Nalhodo, and poo is not funny after the 50th time you said it!
How is it not funny? It's definitely funny!
50 times!
Cosmo, you're the expert. Explain to him how it's funny.
I have a litmus test for the prosecutor. I'm going to read a passage from this book, and we're going to see whether or not he laughs. As Ryunosuke was looking up at the sky, he noticed that there were gray clouds hanging overhead that looked like loosely formed gorilla turds. Your thoughts, prosecutor?
Why would you be thinking about gorilla turds?
Because gorilla turds are funny and you know it!
They are not funny. You've been saying turd, poop, and shit 50 times.
And you would know an awful lot about those things, wouldn't you?
I'm not the one who needs their diaper changed.
Yes, it is the soldier whose baby needs the diaper change, and you're going to assist him.
You cannot make me. I'm just wondering what the
Objection. Argumentative.
Object to your objection.
Overruled. I don't like arguments. You'll change the witness's diaper immediately.
But I refuse.
Then you will be held in contempt of my court.
And
Okay,
also, I'd like to add, I'd like to accuse of this prosecutor conning the women. So thereby, I think the defense thinks that this man should free the woman so that way his race will never, ever exist in the future games.
Your Honor, the defense argues that the
right.
prosecution is supremely full of shit.
It's too late. I already have a son.
I think we just heard a hostage in the background.
Oh, my fucking face hurts. Holy shit.
Chat is so silent though. I don't see anything coming from chat. Chat's just here. If they're here, they're just looking.
There was mostly just lurking, but once the clips comes out, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I want you DM me the.
That's
clip.
where we're
I
gonna
want
make
you.
our money, Charlie.
Yeah, I
Real.
demand at least 33%.
No.
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
Yes. So, yeah, to you too, man.
Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegations. Is that clear?
As clear as curico glass, Your Excellency!
Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir.
Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think.
Affirmative. The newest member of the Nota family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name Ido.
Are you sure that's not Ouchie's long-lost grandson?
I'm pretty sure I do not know this man.
Paternity
I
tests
actually
haven't
raised
yet
my-
been invented, Private. At this point, who can say?
I'll have you all know, I've been raising my own son.
It would appear those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Ido. Tension. Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy.
That is
Okay, I'm sorry, that's just so
disgusting.
cute. It's so cute. Just
And son, wipe that snot away from your nose. It is unbecoming of a member of the Nosa family.
All right, let's see.
This is how we get tuberculosis spreading through the capital. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was. That young lad in black. That much I myself did see.
Furthermore, a visual search at the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, standing all by himself.
Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out.
The testimonies are clearly certainly
Wait.
compelling.
Shut the fuck up, that's nonsense! The victim,
This
Dr.
is my
Watson,
court.
wasn't alone at all!
Thanks, enough of these outbursts already.
It's my first time leaving alone! But there was a woman! There was a young, beautiful woman at his table! You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her!
Man, ouchie's really in my throat, and ouchie. If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We're not here to listen to your fantasies.
Ugh. I hope this is my final fantasy.
Bada bing, bada boom. It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact. There's a photographic print at the scene of the crime, Counsel. Indeed, of the table of which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As you can plainly, plainly be seen, there is only one unplaced set. Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else.
Ugh. This doesn't make any sense.
The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record. I can't read anymore. What the fuck?
Crime scene photograph. A bottle of carbonated water and a steak lunch can be seen on the victim's table. I don't
Steak
understand.
and eggs and steak. That's what you should have for breakfast.
Real. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. They're hiding for they're covering for her. They all like her. It's like Dahlia
The
from
waiter
case one.
before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well.
But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him.
It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think I, Ouchie, guess fuck saying my first name, I don't deserve it, will have contributed to an amity between the two great empires is an honor.
Don't deserve a name at all.
Takasuchi Ouchie.
How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule.
Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet.
What?
If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now's your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination.
I don't know, Kazuma.
The defense is entitled to cross-examine. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick. Understood? Laws can be so unbending at times. It doesn't matter, you won't find anything, you little shit. Okay, language. Bring on, fuckface. Ouchie.
Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Yes, pointing his gun at the forward man. He was that young lad in black. That much I myself did see.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Yes! You must have noticed something else at Dr. Watson's table. There was a lady there.
Objection!
As you have been at pains to point out time and time again, I feel I've grown a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman.
Ugh. If only there'd been more people dining there at the time, someone else would have noticed her.
Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant.
I know. Of course, the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect.
Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone.
Yes, Your Excellency. There was indeed a reason.
There was?
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
Do I have that? No, I don't.
You don't have it yet.
What is that, Counsel? And why didn't you present it earlier?
It's a medical report, Your Excellency.
Why didn't you present it earlier?
Because I'm trying to rig the trial. Oops.
All the fucking time, man.
Because I think it's funny to violate the rules of discovery.
It was saying that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
At the clinic. Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for date in question.
So there is a fucking... there's an ancestral clinic from Hoti. It's Hota Clinic. God damn it.
19th November, noon past 1 p.m.
Very day of the incident.
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it has no bearing on the case.
I wonder. What do you think, Rinosuke?
Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really.
Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful.
Should I ask for Dr. Watson's medical report to be submitted as evidence? Fuck yeah. Give me all that shit, bro. Objection! Meep. If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. No questions asked.
Oh my god, you really are doing the pose.
Yeah.
On what grounds? I have the stream open up, by the way.
I was actually doing the pose.
Yeah, I know. I saw you. On what grounds do you dare do the pose?
Because I'm trying to stay in character for this play.
The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be
Extraneous.
extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues.
I beg your pardon?
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence.
It's bullshit, though. Very well.
Oh, shut up.
This court will grant the defendant's request. I'm sorry, that was so fucking perfect time. Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend. I mean,
What do you know about
human
trends?
That piece of dialogue is gonna age like good Zinfandel.
rights. Officer,
Tell me I'm
kindly add-
wrong.
Nah, I
Officer.
wish.
Kindly add the victim's medical report to the court record.
Thank you.
God damn it.
What we need right now is new clues.
You damn youngsters. You little whippersnappers, I was doing this shit before you guys were in diapers.
Yes, and we're still at pacing you. What does that say about you? What does that say about your qualifications? We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first.
Cosmo's Riz outmatches Ouchie's Riz.
Ouchie has Riz?
Well, he was able to have descendants.
I mean, fair enough, but
Right.
maybe back when
I
he was
hear
younger. You can conspire to prolong this ride as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you've forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt. Feel free to regurgitate for the accused. Reiterate for the accused, Kurakata-san.
Cosmo, I think he's getting a little bit too old. It's not regurgitate, it's reiterate.
The only time he should regurgitate is if he has Shigatera poisoning.
Shut up!
Let's see if he has any. Takasuchi
Shigatera
Ouchi.
poisoning?
Oh
Don't
my
need to
God.
see that.
And it's been said, and it's totally not on crayon. Indeed alone, he was the Englishman dining by himself.
4. No one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out.
Hold on, let me actually read what it says here. Medical report on the clinic that was found in the victim's pocket. Actually,
Even if... Oh.
oh yeah, no, I'm just trying to like look and see if there's anything in the press. Yes. I'll just hold on some stuff until I figure shit out. So you actually saw that within your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Watson, dining alone? That I did. Forgive me for the position I place you in.
So the testimonies of the old man and the soldier and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let's not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support the statements as well. Look at this photograph. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. As can clearly be seen, there's only a single beefsteak on the victim's table, a meal for one.
No.
You are cooked, Rinosuke Naruhodo.
The antiques, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. But if so, then why?
If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea.
Therefore,
Oh, sorry. If we've read it before, we don't have to read it. Unless if you really want to.
don't interrupt me, Private. I'll make that decision.
Why aren't you telling the truth? God damn it!
What did you say, cadet?
I clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed, but for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not possible!
Unfortunately for you, Defendant Narhodo, it's not just a case of these two witnesses alone. I can feel my voice breaking slowly.
Haha!
Yeah. The waiter, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. I hope we don't go on for too much longer.
No, I'm just waiting until my mom gets home because we gotta go to Costco later on.
Gotcha. You also fuck.
That's right!
Precisely. In other words, can you go back so I can read the judge's thing?
Oh, yeah, my bad.
You're the sole proponent to this phantom lady. You also said the victim was alone.
You also said penis.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Ignore my other half.
Vagina
It's
boob.
It's time for Jekyll and Hyde situation.
God. But I... What is the judge saying? It's like they're two different people.
If such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof. And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of the Spectrum woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time. Mom's hearing me say all of this, by the way.
Good.
There's nothing I can say to that. I mean, that's your mom, and she could hear you. You're both in the same house.
Hey,
She's
Beavis.
judging me. She's judging me so hard.
Hey, Beavis. That guy's getting judged by his mom.
Oh, yeah.
Is that how I laughed?
Excellent work,
Pathetic.
Ryosuke. We've gleaned some new information now.
Well, yes. I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in more detail.
How exactly? Oh, now
You'll
it
notice
gives me
that
the
some
option.
pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass.
Tutorial.
These are the ones that you can examine.
Tutorial.
Press the A button, and you can take a closer look at the piece in question.
You know what this reminds me of? Bruce Campbell in the Spider-Man games.
You can use the right stick. To rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles.
You gotta play with the joystick.
I do.
By using the left stick, you can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before. If the crosshairs start to pulsate, press the A button to investigate further. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail.
All right, I'll see what I can do. I need to use up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, and the A button to inspect any areas of the evidence that look suspicious.
Look for
Up,
any,
down,
every
left, right.
Sinish's looking butthole.
The fuck?
Nico B.
This is Nico B, back with some more so-and-so and so. Where we last left off, and,
Where we last left off, brother.
Larry died.
I was ecstatic.
And Nico, the little bastard, finally decided to bite into a Slim Jim.
Where's your Slim Jim?
Step into a Slim Jim. The Macho Man himself is telling you to do it, so you better do it.
Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. And there's an entry for the day the professor was killed.
Back before everything was on the computer.
Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia.
Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out?
It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice for pain relief.
Back in the day. Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain. Oh, buddy, you will not live to see it.
There's a cautionary note from the practitioner as well.
I mean, there is a way to stop someone from feeling pain, just knock their ass out before.
No food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic effects have passed.
Really?
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind.
Oh. But this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes.
So, I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you?
Definitely.
I'm going to repeat everything I said before.
Are
And
you?
I do mean everything, because you're not going to cross-examine me.
I just love though that it's just like the only two characters I'm playing is like the two completely different sides of like my vocal range. Like I have to go here, and then I gotta go here.
Lunch.
First, you have to go here, and then you sound like Starscream.
So from what I'm getting, is, the doctor, we'll call him a doctor, could not eat at the diner at all.
Yeah, he can only drink water.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Unless he wants to bite the shit out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Well, it was also because he had a tooth removed,
Yeah. So
so you need a
Yeah,
little bit of time before you can start chewing.
yeah. So I would say he did not eat anything like at all, unless
He didn't eat shit.
Couldn't even eat shit. That's your fault.
Go to your room.
I am in my room.
Good. Think
well,
about what you did,
I
son.
think the prosecutor is not in his room. He is actually at this courtroom right now, and we are totally roasting him. About what are you wittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer? I wish I could. But first and foremost here, I'm the accused, you asshole.
Ryunosuke? Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks, Cosima.
I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what it is you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words too carefully. Just say what you're thinking.
All right. And thanks for the advice. Korakuda-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim. Ah, I see. And I don't see. What of it, boy? Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement. Something clearly doesn't add up. The fuck, man?
Me, dear me. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur?
Sorry, what?
You're not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel.
But...
Let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon where the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have been doing before that time is completely irrelevant.
But that's...
But that's
Remember,
what?
Ryonosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point, and the
That's
prosecutor will shut his mouth until we're done speaking.
Thank God.
Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is certainly no need to prolong the trial anymore, because these two goddamn pussies won't shut the fuck up.
We're
I
the
mean,
main
what?
characters, you
Objection!
simpleton.
Okay, Kazuma, I think I know what the problem is. Those glasses are fake, but he still needs them. No wonder why he can't say the words properly.
Fuck you. I won't last this IRL, you asshole.
Nah, you're
What
good.
we've been
Right
saying is a
now,
lot of
three.
what we've been saying is a lot of words, and he doesn't seem to enjoy reading them.
Nope.
In
I
fact, I
find
have a
that-
peer-reviewed study right here that says he's a pussy.
No, that would be you two, you sorry sacks of shit. If you two were not protagonists, I would have won this trial already. But now you have to have plot armor, and our team must always lose. But no, not this time.
I mean, we don't even need plot armor. We just needed to be dumb to lose, but apparently we're just able to win because we're that smart.
Wait till you get to Great Britain, you there shit.
Ryonosuke, break
Hmm?
out Lucille.
Take that!
I always say the last. I will admit, Ouchie is sounding quite like a pussy. Not like he'd ever get any. That's an insult, Your Honor. And? That is a, fuck that word, ab hominem attack. The witness testimonies, the witness's testimonies, and, what the fuck? The witness's testimony the court has heard have been clear and concise. Fuck that, the way they were wording that, though. This medical card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides pale-faced little shit.
I didn't even press anything.
Oh, I know.
The medical
Now your
report card has
PC's
nothing to
getting
do
tired of
with
his
the
shit.
case. Do you really believe that?
What? The outburst have petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How is it possible? How is it possibly be relevant?
Perhaps because Hoda Clinic, which issued a report card, is a dental clinic. You gotta learn how to read. How did you graduate? How did you become a prosecutor? Kazuma, I think this guy's a
multiple
fraud.
things.
I'm inclined to agree, Ryunosuke.
That done. A dental clinic. Is that supposed to mean something to me? What the fuck is a dentist?
Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted. What's this now? And furthermore, if I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating.
Oh shit.
Just what are you trying to say, Cadet? He had orders not to eat. So what?
Well, before I explain any further, you might want to check the baby's nose, but it's all written up here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off.
I'm gonna mute this server. What? No, that can't be. That's bullshit.
Korakuda-san! Shut up, I'm not talking to you. What, boy? What? As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No! Additionally, why do you have a habit of collecting turd? That is disgusting! How dare you say anything about my profession?
There's more?
You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case.
An excellent first table slam, Ryunosuke.
Thank you.
You have the makings of a protagonist yet.
Because the victim, as we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthetic. Ah!
Expertly done, partner.
What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just take a look at the photographic evidence. You can clearly see a plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
Use your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic?
How dare you!
I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned.
Nice one.
Wouldn't you agree, Ryunosuke?
Yes, most definitely.
So having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Waiting for it to load, which leaves us one crucial
Conundrum.
conundrum. Who in fact was eating the pictured beefsteak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel?
Counsel? Oh, that means me, doesn't it?
All right. The answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of.
Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been... I mean, it's gotta be an unknown third. I'm a dipshit that way. The victim himself! Me! The two witnesses. Yeah, because one of them had to feed the baby. As yet an unknown third party.
Before you mess this up.
What a pity.
Obviously, it could have been someone else who was sitting at the person's table.
You thought it was that woman, but it was I, Dio.
There was, because I saw her. She was dressing up as Dio.
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that somebody else was there eating it.
Oh no, watch out, Korkuda's about to collect something. Did I hear someone release the golden egg?
Someone defecated.
Yay! It was the prosecutor. Give it to me! Give it to me! Objection! Your Honor, we might have to take this witness outside. He's a little bit obsessed with this turd. No! It's for my collection! No!
Your Honor, I request a brief recess so that the prosecution may change its undergarments. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial, relentlessly.
Damn. Kazuma.
Richie, that's you.
I think the prosecution is speechless right now.
I think the jury's laughing.
Oh shit. You're right.
Well, there's a lot of it.
Hold on. Let me see if I could soundboard.
Sorry. Are you insane? Sorry. My view is lagging for some reason. You were taking on the government.
Don't worry, counsel. I have no issue with your shit pants.
Stop murmuring to yourself, prosecutor. Learn to communicate. Ouch.
Your Honor, it appears the prosecution has disconnected from the call.
Indeed. We must continue the trial.
I have issue with them, the two witnesses in the stand.
Fucking Discord being a complete total cock.
Your Honor, I think the poopy prosecutor is back.
Oh, that's why it's acting up.
Yes, the prosecution's internet connection is acting up because he
My
shit
computer was about
his
to die.
pants. It's because
back to
you
the ship,
didn't
Mike.
wear clean underwear like your mother told you to.
That's the other guy. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Meet me outside
And
the
that's a-
courtroom at
and
3
that's a long-
o'clock.
I've lived a long time in a occupation where people usually die young. Anyways, continue.
Why?
What are you talking about?
We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies,
Like every Ace Attorney game.
obviously you'll be charged with perjury.
Perjury.
And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing.
Complicit? Murder? No!
No!
Fuck!
Honestly, I think this would.
Shit!
I actually think this is going to be a
Negative.
good place to pause it for the
What's
next
up?
time.
What's up?
It's getting really late for me.
Okay. Yeah, we've been at this for like a good almost 2 hours. All right. Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
stop. for
damn,
now.
you're right.
All right,
I
we're
think
gonna stop
this
for
would be a
now.
good place to
That's
pause,
enough
yeah.
good clips for this one. I'm definitely gonna like look through this.
Yeah,
But
send
Your
me-
Excellency, how will we ever solve the mystery of the shit pants?
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get going.
It's because the judge has to go take a shit.
No, I gotta go take care of my dog.
It's turd.
Later.
See it. All right. We will
The old man here has to go in front of the judge.
resume.
Number 1 or number 2?
We will
Our
resume the whole
judicial
shitting.
system is so confusing.
We will resume the shit the shit trial. We will see you guys next time. Thank you all
On
for
the next
stopping by.
exciting episode. On the next exciting episode of Ace Attorney Z.
Bum bum bum.